friends, I'm going to show you how to make a baby rag quilt without any interface today, without any cutting any pieces. This one I'm showing you here is the men's rag quilt with pieces and interfacing. So this one is very easy. The baby one is very easy. You don't need to make any pieces cutting in and up front. You just take a yard and a half of each yard and a half flannel fabric of each for front and back both, and make sure, like, this is 2 yards each, so I cut them into yard and a half to remove the half yard piece from there, and cut the salvages out and made sure all sides are equal for both pieces, and put the wrong sides together and right sides out. So before I start the project, that's what I'm doing all this. So it is, since you don't have to cut 8 by 8 or 10 by 10 or 12 by 12 pieces or anything, and it saves a lot of time and a lot of pressure too. Like, you need to make sure all those are same equally, because there is no way rag quilt is very forgiving, but you still, when you're making pieces and doing, you can make mistakes, and if the corners don't come up very well, it may not look good. But this way, like, there is no way you can make a mess anything, but you need to be still, like, you shouldn't be careless also, because it's a very forgiving project. That doesn't mean you have to be careless, but this one is like, what you're doing is like put the wrong sides together and pin all the 4 sides. Make sure all the 4 sides are secured, staying in place, and then fold in either way, like vertically or horizontally. It doesn't matter where you start, because you have to start somewhere, but it doesn't matter. You're going to go back and do the other way also anyway. So first fold it into the middle, come to the center point, center fold it to the center, and secure it with the pins, all the 4 sides. See what I'm doing here. When I get to the center, I secured with the edges and made sure it's in the middle, like, it's clean, no folds or anything. And I draw a line in the fold. There I secured everything and drew a line in the fold, 1 inch down the fold. So that's the line I'm going to sew on. Like, when you are sewing, like, don't go, because of the thickness of 4 layers here, don't rush and go and take a longer stitch or something. 2 or 2.5 is enough, not more than that. Don't go more than 2.5. So because quilting always, like, stitches need to be closer. So I actually made sure, like, I secured the stitch also. Like, usually quilting, we don't go back and front and lock the stitch in the beginning and end, but I did it for this one particularly, because we are not cutting the pieces first and sewing, like, everything is together, everything. So now I cut in the middle. I sewed it and cut in the middle, and see, I opened it and ironed it. So it need to be open, and ironing is very important in quilting. You have to iron in every step. So now I'm making sure it is in the center. See, it's in the center. Now we have to take one side of it from the center, remove the other side, and fold again. When you're folding, the other end won't come into the center. So it crosses the center stitch we already made, 1 inch down. It goes 1 inch down. So we need a 1 inch more than, 1 inch down. And see, you see the folding I put it, that 1 inch we need it for the edges. So I drew the line again and I sewed it. I do the same thing on the other side also. That way we have 3 stitches, long stitches, lengthwise 3 of them, separating 3 rows, like, and then we made 3 rows in that fabric, 1.5 yard fabric, and sew that part on the line and cut that also. Cut it open and iron it. Same thing on the other side. So we have 3 rows now. So on the edge, we left 1 inch extra we have, right? That edge we have to sew. See, draw a line and sew. We better, like, you can do it right now or at the end, whenever you want to. All the edges, 4 edges need to be sewed like that. So you secured the I secured the edges, all the 4 sides, and now I'm going the other side, vertically now. No. So I find the center. To find the center, you need to make sure these stitches, the big first ones, like first rows we made, like make sure both the edges center stitch are together on the they are equally on one top of each other, and pin them. I clipped it. I didn't use the pins here. You can easily mess with the pins, like here they are not very well visible, so you don't want to sew on the top of them or anything. That's why I use the wonder clips. So I put it on all the 3 of them, and I did the same thing, sewed the center part, marked the center 1 inch down, and sewed it and cut it and opened it and sewed it, ironed it again. And I did the same thing on both sides too. Now it is done. It won't even take an hour for us to do. I mean, it took a little long time for me because I'm showing and video taping and everything, so that's why. Otherwise, if you're sitting there and doing it, if you're an expert in sewing, like, you don't even worry about folding, all that marking and everything. You can eyeball it and do it. So now I opened it, I took it out, and I'm cutting all those flaps, snipping all those flaps. Make sure you don't touch the stitch, you just snip it. Snip it away from the stitch so you won't cut it in the stitch. So this can be 1/4 inch or to 1/2 inch. I prefer like smaller the better. Anytime, anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. Not very too less lengthy width, less width, or too wide like a 1 inch or something. So it looks beautiful now, like all the stitches, all the snipping and everything, like it looks fluffy, but it's not done yet. It looks better than this. You need to, usually people say like you need to wash twice before you use. I washed only once and dried once. I wanted to show you. And whomever I give them, like I might even go ahead and wash one more time. But or also, like if I give them, like they are going to wash it anyway, because you don't use any baby products without washing. Baby clothing, anything you don't. See, look at that. The threads are still coming. There's still a lot of lint in there. It need to come out. My dryer lint screen is totally full, so I can put it one more time and get all that thing out. Look at the beauty of it. It looks so beautiful. So if you are going to a baby shower or any baby coming in your family or something, it's just not more than 2 hours. If you are fast enough, you can do it faster than that. It's very easy project. Keep watching my channel, subscribe it. I'll be posting a lot of videos like this. And thank you for watching. I hope you liked it.